Man, you already know what time of day it is, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be alive. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We back out here. I'll try to put up a nice number or whatnot. Doing these little training events and whatnot. But yeah, getting to the cash on that grass, slinging that iron. You know what I'm saying? You know, catch y'all down the field.
Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. G'day mates, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action. This week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Oh, Rich, how good's this day going to be? It's exciting. I can feel it in my veins already. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another one out on the course. But before we get into that, please take us through this course.
Anytime you name a golf course after a, I don't know, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very well. But if you're chipping and putting it, then you really might like it. But it's fun, it's hard, but it's named after a dangerous snake, so I'm not going to say it's really fun. Would you? I would not.
Spinning to the left of this one.
Lining up here from a long way away. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Ooh. Big putt for par coming up. Oh, what a shame. The 3 putt for par there.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
He finds himself tied for 6th. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort. Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Playing this shot from 120 yards.
Downwind on this shot. Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
This putt is of 9 feet. Currently 1 under for the event. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Good-looking shot, this. Well, Rich, being half a Canadian these days, I certainly take a shining to Brooke Henderson because she really is a national hero, arguably the best golfer in Canada, not just female, of course. We know she's the best woman in Canada, but the way she plays the game, it really endears her to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I'm still trying to figure out which half you're Canadian in because I'm really not buying
the
that.
Back half.
I'm really not buying that statement there, Luke. I mean, just look at you know, the first thing I notice is how good she swings it. I mean, you just don't see many professionals in the game swing it that good, regardless whether it's men or women. She has got a world-class swing, and that stands out more than anything for me. And she's just out there, and she's having fun, but she wants it all. She wants to win every single week out there. and the competitive fire that burns inside her, it shows. I mean, she really wants to win every single week. It's not happening, obviously, but I tell you what, she's a phenomenal player, and she's just going to win as many times as she wants to, it seems like. Not how many they're going to give her, but she's a real deal.
God damn, how long he was gonna talk about that bitch? God damn, she's this, and she's that. They talk about that bitch for about 20 minutes in there, but and she this and she that. She is gonna lose. That's what she gonna do. She finna lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm Big Daddy, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got nothing. I'm talking about they made that segment long as a mother. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But you know it's a blessing to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Uh, get to the cash on that grass, slinging that iron. Catch y'all down the field.
Going with the 5-iron here. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
This is Brooke Henderson. Only a few shots off the pace. That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Setting up here with a very long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
A tricky little slider here down.
I guess she is doing a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? I guess she is, you know what I'm saying? She did, she down that.
So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left. That's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Well, Canada does have a bright star in Brooke Henderson. She's a consistent contender almost every week, it seems. Of course, she's won some majors. She's won a national title. She wins regularly on the LPGA Tour. There's a lot to like about Brooke Henderson.
Well, how could you not like the fact that she swings it like perfectly? I mean, it's just phenomenal how good her swing is. I mean, it's just, you would just dream of being able to be that good. And she falls out of bed every single day and is that good.
Looks perfect.
I know, yeah. I'm jealous. But, you know, she's just got an all-around game, and she's got the personality to match where, you know, she's going to win plenty more tournaments in her career, and she's going to do it by just devastating you. And
well, she's Canadian. She probably apologizes for beating you.
No, she doesn't. I promise you. She does not apologize for beating you. She's like, if she does, she says it sarcastically. Oh, so sorry. You know, better luck next time. Because she, you know, she's that fiery. She's a heck of a competitor. You know, I mean, I just enjoy watching her compete day in and day out. It's a lot of fun being around her and seeing what she's capable of.
I'm glad glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Just one off the lead after that hole. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green. Not a bad drive. A little bit shorter than Beamer. Not bad.
His second shot here. And only one off the pace here. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently a couple under for the event. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. All right, Henny, what's he got in front of him here with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Starting this one out to the right, but it should swing back around.
Putting for a par now. And that putt will drop. Well done. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And it's a one-stroke par far for our leader over the field. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
This putt coming up is for birdie. That's disappointing. Just a 4-footer remaining. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
The back nine at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
Nicely done. Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Was that a rush of blood? And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And after that, he'll drop to 1 under par. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Oh, he's got to be grateful about that. Just barely avoiding the bunker. And now we'll have a putt at it. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
From long range here, looking to get it close.
Gonna like the look of this one. And he's made it. What a putt.
You heard me.
He'll move to 2 under for
You
the
already know what time of day it is. You know what I'm saying? Super Saiyan Sensei Jam Master Obadiah Juan Kenobi. Better act like you know me.
Standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Beautiful swing there. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Yeah, that was a safe play. This putt to move into a tie for first. John, have you got a good read on this one?
I think this is going to move pretty hard left to right.
Oh. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
These par putts, they keep around going.
A little bit too much on that putt. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a
Gotta
green
remain
go
humble, you
repel
feel?
more golf balls than the
That's all that
13th
means.
here
Gotta
at
remain
Innisbrook.
humble.
It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Going with the hybrid. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Well, this one will be a bonus. Putt from around 19 feet. Yeah, this is a big swing of this one.
Ooh. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
He's currently going for 6th. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Sitting at 1 under the card. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this putt to move into the top 5. This is a bogey putt coming up. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. It's some work to do, however. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. The 16th hole, right in the middle of the snake pit here at the Copperhead course. Par 4 measuring over 450 yards.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Wind coming right at him.
Not a bad play, that one. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Chance to get 1 under the card with this putt. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And now moving him into the top 5. The final hole of the Snake Pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Well, now you just got to pray for a good lie, because that one's heading towards the sand. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. And that's well played, safely onto the putting surface. And he needs this to save par. Ooh. Putting for bogey here. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's a Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. And this putt to move into the top 10. That's disappointing. 11 feet left to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
He finishes up with a par at the last. Well, Rich, that was a Jekyll and Hyde performance, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and which one was good, the Jekyll or the Hyde? I can never tell, but I tell you what, I think Mr. Jekyll was in the front and Mr. Hyde was on the back, because that's what it looked like.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
All right, let me talk now. It's my turn. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen what it was, that's what it is, that's what it's gonna be, it ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Gotta come out there and do better on the next one. You feel me? You win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, it just that back nine was Mr. Hyde, you know. It was definitely Mr. Hyde, you know. But I don't know if I was Dr. Jekyll on the front half. You know what I'm saying? You know. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the cash on the grass, slinging that iron, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be alive. Like, comment, and subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one.